Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Bo Blask here from Mia's in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Bo, thanks for jumping on.
Thank you so much. Excited to be here. Appreciate it.
It is my pleasure. I'm looking forward to talking about all of the great food that you serve. If you don't mind, can we talk about Mia's today?
I'd love to. Sounds great.
All right. When people ask you what Mia's does, how do you describe your business?
Well, we're largely an American Italian restaurant. Um, yeah, so we serve food from pizza to lasagna to garlic bread, and we make fresh pizza.
Awesome. And you purchased this business in September of 2022 last year. I would love for you to talk about the history of Mia's as well as what made you decide to start or to continue with business and what has changed since you started.
Right. So Mia's has been around for about 18 years, and then before that was Mamma Mia's. So I'd largely say, because the menus were so similar, it's been around for 40 years and has built up quite a historical lineage. We are in a historic Waukesha building, so it's been a staple to Waukesha for a really long time, and the community recognizes that. So when I did take it over, it was really important that I kept that in place, and keeping the name and keeping the menu relatively the same was really important to me.
Yeah.
Since taking over, it's only been about 7 months or so, but since taking over, we've added a few items to the menu. We did end up decreasing the menu by 10%
Okay.
to try to focus on the things that we do really well.
Yeah.
Uh, we also took a large focus on updating some of the equipment that we have, including new Ansel systems, safety measures, as well as removing large ovens and improving on those efficiencies that we currently already have. Right now, we kind of have this thing that we're doing with Friday Night Live. So we do live music during every Friday, all the
Okay.
way up into September 1st. And so that's a really big project that we've got undertaken right now. It's been going really great. Really big bands right now. I think on record, we have just recently broken the Friday Night Live record of having the most people at a stage just last Friday with Totally Neon, and that was an amazing experience. Definitely overwhelming, but it was a good problem to have.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That is so exciting. So that goes on until September or that started? Tell me a little bit more about that, please.
Right. So that started in, I think, started 3 weeks ago. But the
Okay.
preparation for it is months in advance, all the way back to January. And so, when I first took on Mia's, it was quite the challenge because almost instantly, um, uh, a lot of, sorry.
You're good.
So instantly, when I took over, a lot of people were already expecting that we were going to be there for Friday Night Live, and it was something very
Sure.
new to me. So it was a lot of hurry up and catch up, and then figure out what we're going to do. And so a plan was put in place really quickly. We had curated 14 bands, all very eclectic and all very different from each other. And I think that was really something pretty cool. On
Yeah.
top of that, we were able to kind of amplify that with promotional items. I ended up creating Friday Night Live t-shirts specifically for Mia's, which was exclusive. People are buying them. They're loving it. If I had one with me right now, I'd show you. It's a bunch of singing pizzas, which is
Oh my
kind of
gosh,
fun.
so fun.
Yeah, who doesn't love that, right? Singing pizzas.
Totally.
On top of that, we did create a pizza card, like a punch card system, where we donate a lot of the proceeds to our local rugby team, which is also a really cool opportunity as well.
That is such
Um,
a cool opportunity.
yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited about that, Lake Country Rugby. So soon to be the home for Lake Country Rugby here at Mia's. So I think that'd be a great place to have that. On top of that, from last year, the bands were particularly small. A lot of times it was solo headliners, where this year I kind of stepped away from any kind of solo acts and really went for bands with 3 or 5 members. And we ended up
Okay.
purchasing a really large um, 10 by 30-foot tent to facilitate this. And we've gotten some really great responses for it.
That is so awesome. Congratulations on that. And mind you, this is all in less than a year since you took over the business. So that actually leads me right into my next question. What is the biggest way you impact the community? You're doing some great things for the community. You were talking already about where you're donating. Is there anything else you'd like to share about that?
Yeah, so giving back is is really important. I know we were pretty big in the Christmas parade that happened just last year when I first took over. We also did, despite taking over just in September, we did do a large scale Christmas party as well, where we ended up making a bunch of food. I ended up doing I think it was about 80 pounds of ham, and we expected about, I would say, throughout a 3 hour period, we expected about I want to say 80 people. We had live music. Everything was free. It was open to the community, and people were just come, have a plate, have a good time. And we ended up serving 280 people in 3 hours, and it went off
Wow.
without a hitch. It was a great time. I definitely will be coming back next year again.
That is so wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing that, for doing that. And all of this you've done, like you said before, in less than a year. What is one challenge that you have faced in this past year that you'd like to share that other business owners could learn from?
Oh, I think it's definitely approaching the new frontier of employment. And I think it's no mystery to anybody that unprecedentedly right now, businesses are being faced with this, how do I say, shortage of employees, which
Mhm.
I don't necessarily think is the case because I think there's a lot of people looking for work. I think
Mhm.
we're trying to tackle a problem with an old method. And I think we really need, as employers, need to change our framework and how we approach employees nowadays. And I think by doing that, you can improve your outlook on employee retention.
Absolutely.
So
You know,
yeah,
it's interesting that you say that. Our coaches talk a lot about, I mean, yes, we have a 1.9% unemployment rate right now, but people, like you said, are definitely looking, and they've been reevaluating. They talked about that great resignation during the, COVID pandemic at the really high stages of it. But coaches are talking about you need to be marketing for your employees and market to the people that you want and what's going to keep them there. So I think you're absolutely spot on with that, with talking about that challenge and being aware of it and pushing through it. What kind of employer do I want to be, and what kind of employees do I want to attract as well, right?
right, absolutely.
That's huge. Thank you for sharing that. So, Bo, what does the future look like to you? And do you have an exit plan? I know you're new at this. A lot of business owners go in with an exit plan. Some just have such a passion for food. Tell me, what does the future look like for you?
Well, I would say coming into Mia's, it was very much for the first few months. It was very much step back and watch. I really needed to learn why this place was working, why the wheel was turning without me. The previous owner was largely hands off as well, and I'm not a hands off type of owner. But I think it was important to understand that there was a reason why that was working. And so taking a look at my veteran staff, which I'm happy to say some of them stayed, some of them left as we expected.
Sure.
The veteran staff that did stay, one of them has 24 years of experience,
Oh,
working here.
incredible.
And so giving them both the tools to be successful, the expectation to be successful, but then also being humble enough to understand that, I'm coming into their space and learning how do they craft their work, and then seeing where we can make improvements on that together, I think was really important. And so right now we're kind of transitioning into a point where I've been working in every position, all the way from dishwasher to server to bartender, even into the back of the house. And so, I've gotten my hands dirty, and now it's just figuring out where do I need those efficiencies. I do
Yeah.
have a kitchen manager, and I do have a front of house manager, and they do a great job. Both of them are veteran staff, and if need be, if I need to leave or if I need to handle something else elsewhere for some reason, which is unlikely, they're able to pick up where I left off very quickly.
They've got
Um,
it.
yeah, which is nice. I can't say that was kind of the allure of initially purchasing this place, was that it truly was turnkey. There was staff, there was
Wow.
equipment. It was quite literally we're just switching out shoes here. And so, easier said than done. There were certainly a lot of challenges to meet along the way. But ensuring that my employees felt empowered enough to make decisions on their own was really important.
Hmm. I love that. Thank you for sharing all of that. You talk about being humble and stepping back and watching, and that's hard for some people to do, and yet you're able to do that. So thank you for sharing that for all of our viewers. My final question for you today is all subjects open. What inspires you most?
Oh wow. You know what? When I am in the front of house and I see people enjoying the food and I see people having a good time as a result of our product, I mean, that doesn't make my day any better because that's the highlight of everything right there. The whole point of everything that's happening here is to make someone else's day better. And I'm proud to say that for the most part we do that. And when you enter through our doors, it's an experience, and I'm here to deliver that experience. And so if I'm able to do that and I'm able to do that consistently, that's what drives me.
Well, I know you've been able to do that consistently, and Mia's has, and you are so known for your amazing lasagna and garlic bread and pizzas, and that's something that you've been sharing. And yeah, when you said that word experience on top of that amazing food, that's the complete package, right?
Absolutely.
Love it. Well, if somebody wants to go to Mia's to taste that amazing food, to have that experience, to have some catering, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Right. So the best way to get in touch with Mia specifically is actually first by phone if you're looking to get in touch with our kitchen.
Okay.
Other than that, it's actually our website. We have a brand new website that was created by yours truly. It's
Awesome.
yeah, it's Mia's of Waukesha .com. You go there, you'll find all of our social media. You'll find our number, you'll find our email, any way to contact us. You can even send a message directly through the website that comes directly to me. You can see our menu. You can place a catering order. There's a lot of things you can do on there, and then there's more things to even come that the website is set up for, but we just haven't implemented yet. So there's a lot of things happening even in the future with it. So I'm really excited for it.
Love it. Well, congratulations on this new journey. Have fun with all these bands this summer coming. It's exciting to be able to follow you on social media, and good luck in 2023 and beyond.
Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Bo. Take care. We'll see you soon.
You have a great day. Thank you so much.